Welcome to KaiChi Live. I'm KaiChi, and it's my Hamster Gretel review. In this episode titled Birthday Bestie, it's Bailey's birthday, Gretel's best friend. And Gretel is very happy that it's her best friend's birthday, and she's going to do everything she can to make sure everything good happens. This leads to the villain of the episode, called the party pooper. Well, on the news, as they call it, the party pooper. It turns out whoever this person is, this villain is, it's destroying birthday parties. Like all the cake is ruined, the presents been stomped on, tables been flipped over. So Gretel, as a superhero, will make sure that doesn't happen at Bailey's party. At first, they thought this clown, which has been hired for all these birthday, he had a frown actually, and they thought it was obvious him. But it turns out it wasn't. It was like there was a twist. It turns out it was a bounce house. At first, they're like, how do you become alive? I mean, where's your origin? It turns out the aliens from that been giving out superpowers was about to give powers to twin little girls. But there was an accident, and the beam accidentally made the bounce house come to life. Ironically, at another birthday party. The bounce house revenge was to basically destroy all the birthday parties because he didn't like little kids jumping inside of him. So he's like, I'm going to jump all their birthday parties. And somehow, I guess, trick Hamster Gretel going inside of him and trapping them inside, and they were able to burst out because they were in a bounce house, and so they were bouncing all over the place. Fortunately for Hamster and Gretel, Kevin was still outside, and he noticed the bounce house weakness. Since a bounce house needs constant air to be inflated, and if you don't keep on inflating it will eventually run out of air because you can't keep on bouncing it and it won't come out of here. So Kevin turn off the compressor, and for I guess this how the bounce house kept the air in is about closing his mouth, the entrance to the bounce house. So in order to keep the air in, trapping Hamster and Gretel, which doesn't make sense. Like I mentioned before, you need constant air to keep it inflated. But if you when Kevin turned off the compressor, this wasn't that the air coming in, so I thought it was kind of funny. But it's a cartoon, I'm not worried about it. Gretel was in fact the one came out the idea of making him laugh, because in order to laugh, you need to open your mouth. Like I said, it's a cartoon, go leave it alone. So Kevin does everything he can to make the bounce house laugh. Kevin decided to use the pie in the face routine. They have a clown, they have cake. Well, no pie, but they have cake. So he's trying to throw at the clown to make the bounce house laugh. So just like a long sequence of it definitely is a Dan Popmeyer show. You see a cake going up and down like through the air, and it lands perfectly. It doesn't get destroyed. It doesn't fall flat. And we see the clown and Kevin getting dodging away. They don't get cake in the face. Well, the reason why Kevin didn't want to get cake in the face is because Hiromi's there. She's doing face painting, and I guess they never mention about that later on. Like, oh, she's there. I guess she's there to need a reason for Kevin to get cake in the face. Anyway, like all through that long sequence, he got cake in the face, and Hiromi didn't laugh at him. In fact, wiped the cake off and was worried about him. Like, oh no, you got cake in the face. Let me wipe it off for you. So Hiromi's into Kevin. I mean, there's some chemistry in there. It seems like Hiromi always concerned what Kevin's doing. Anyway, the bounce house laughed and the air came out, and Hamster and Gretel got out. Gretel and went to Bailey, and they have a great, repertoire. Like, oh, here's your present, a friendship bracelet. And Bailey was just happy to see Gretel, and Hamster and Gretel, the superhero, was also there. Which I find it strange because Hiromi didn't say anything about, oh no, look, Hamster and Gretel, because like she's a superhero fan. So I thought that was kind of weird. They didn't mention anything about that. But then again, I think they just shoot Hiromi and just do a little plot device there. I want to talk about the twin little girls that was about to get powers, and the beam accidentally was going to hit them, but they accidentally hit the bounce house. I found it strange that it didn't give the bounce house superpowers. In fact, it became alive. And I was wondering, maybe that's the reason why Kevin didn't get powers. Maybe the beam doesn't work on him, and the powers need to go to two different persons. Because like there are also, twin little girls the aliens about to bestow powers on. I guess it would be fun to see another group of little kids, and you have to watch over them. But that's another thing. Maybe Fred looked after them. They probably have some idea along. Anyways, I was saying that maybe the beam doesn't work on Kevin. That's the reason why he didn't get powers. Maybe the beam only works on certain type of people, non-limiting and limiting things. So I found that kind of interesting. Find like maybe Kevin can't get powers. Maybe that's the only reason why he didn't get the powers. Whether or not Kevin should get powers in this episode, yes, maybe sort of. Because like he could have powers and use his super strength to open the bounce house mouth to let Gretel and Hamster out. But again, like I mentioned before, Gretel and Hamster was inside bouncing around, and he probably couldn't have done that. But honestly, it's fun watching Kevin. Well, he was kind of in danger a little bit, but not really. The clown saved him. That was kind of cool. So when at the end when Hiromi was wiping his the cake off of Kevin's face, and there you see the little connection there, and the clown saw it, so I was like, I'm here for weddings and bar mitzvah, you know. As for the song, I like it. It's one of the few episodes I don't find Gretel singing weird, but it makes sense this one. I think the song suits her, and I like the song. And in the beginning of the episode and the song, you see Gretel dancing to like a 80s reference dance. I don't know, and you see her singing and waking her whole family up, and everybody's like, "Oh, I just want to go back to sleep. It's just too early for this." But like everybody loved Gretel, and they're like, "Oh, it's probably his birthday," and we're okay with it. Overall, I like this episode. It was fun. It had some few running gags. It also had a little bit of mystery of like who done it. I honestly thought it was a clown. When I found out that my Hamster was alive, I was like, "Whoa, that's a nice twist." I didn't see that coming. There was like a news report, and Gretel was going through the pictures, and we see the angry clown. The bounce house in the back. So I found like that was kind of cool. Like when I found the twist, it was a nice twist. I like this episode. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that like button. Go over here to watch my previous videos. Go over here. Subscribe to my channel, KaiChi Recap, for future nerd geeky videos. Thank you.